Ayo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, coming to you live from our homes. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson, alongside me, coming to you live from his home. It's my partner in degeneracy, Cody Delmendo. You know, we might fuck around and bet our homes today. You can follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. And shout out to the chat. We got Jordo and James hanging out with us. So if you are hanging out with us in the chat, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Cody, yesterday we couldn't talk about your Cubs, the Cubbies. One of my favorite drops ever was Cookie Monster sung the seventh inning stretch. And he was like, Cubbies. I like that a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you. But anyways, you got Cubs versus Phillies tonight, and it is at beautiful, historic Wrigley Field. And you guys got pregame, postgame, or
we have pre and post at 6:30. The air quality in the city right now is making this game be in question right now. So we're gonna give bets for it, but hopefully the game actually gets played, so we might win money.
As somebody who had to deal with a smoke cancellation in a smoke-filled New York when the White Sox went there, I think as long as it's under 200, you'd be okay. And I think it's like, what, 175 right now? So let's make those baseball players suffer. Go breathe in smoke, boys. So yeah,
Sean, I hate to update you, but Cody's partner in crime, Ryan Herrera, he said that it's at 208 right now.
Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, I just recently checked. Do we have the smoke forecaster? See, the New York Times had the smoke forecaster, and you could see the smoke billowing down from Canada. Let's get a forecast. Let's figure out if they're playing this game or not. But Cody, who's pitching today, or who might be pitching?
Oh, Jameson Taillon's pitching for the Cubs. They're going up against Ranger Suarez, who they faced when they were out in Philly last month. So they beat him up pretty well there, but Ranger Suarez has been pretty good in the month of June. I think all four of his starts have been quality starts, 3 earned or less, and he's gone at least 6 innings. So I expect him to be somewhere around that, more so than what we saw in his second start of the season back in May. That said, he's a left-handed pitcher. Cubs have hit lefties pretty well this year. They have guys who have hit lefties really well. So I guess we can start with the hit parlay. I'm going with Seiya Suzuki, Yan Gomes, and Christopher Morel. Righties are hitting 282 against him this year, while lefties are hitting like 143. So I feel like the Cubs are going to load up with righties tonight. I can almost guarantee that Gomes and Suzuki will be in there. And I mean, I can guarantee that all three of these guys will probably be in the lineup. Mm-hmm. If you don't like these three, I'm not against the Miguel Amaya. If he gets put in the lineup, I'm intrigued. Maybe he could do something. But I think these are the three ones that are good to go. You get it at plus.
But Amaya would DH, right? Because you still think Gomes would play.
Yeah. Amaya would DH, or maybe, just maybe, they'll play him at first base because the situation at first base for the Cubs right now is a fucking mess. So, and he's played first base in the minors. Maybe they give him a shot over there because Bellinger's a lefty. Maybe he doesn't play tonight. I think he'll be in there anyway for defense, but I could see Amaya being in there at DH most likely. So, Jordo in the comments says Swanson doesn't have good numbers against Ranger Suarez. He's hitting like 105 against him in 16 at bats. Hasn't done much of anything against him, so I would not recommend that. So yeah, I like, that's the hit parlay. Now,
Well, hold on real quick.
Okay.
This is an update from Bill Snyder. You can follow him at Billy Weather, and he works over at WGN. This is at 10 a.m. Tuesday, so about 48 minutes ago. It's getting worse, unfortunately. Air quality index is approaching very unhealthy levels. I'm really shocked there's no air quality alert by the EPA. Limit your times outdoors and keep your windows closed. Both of my windows are open. It looks still like right now all that red at 10 a.m. Is over us, but it does seem like over the lake, which is, it's pushing down towards south. So all that red's going to be going down to where you're from, Cody. I do think that the wall behind it's orange. So putting on my weather hat, I don't know what it's going to look like at 7, but I think it's probably not going to be red. I think we'll probably be at moderate, because if there is no, maybe only New York gets special treatment and they get the EPA warnings. But I feel like it's probably just because it's passing right now. It's at like a 200, but it should be all right.
I mean, if they don't get this game in the night, they'll do a doubleheader tomorrow, which I don't want to go through. So I'm hoping that they play this game and make these baseball players suffer. Yes.
Amen. Wear masks, folks. All right. Do you have anything else? Yeah, go ahead.
So I think Nick Madrigal is going to have a decent game tonight. Again, righties are hitting 282 against Suarez, and Madrigal's actually playing really well right now. It makes me like, I know how you love to hate on Andrew Benintendi. I love to hate on Nick Madrigal, and he's hitting well right now. He's hitting more line drives. He's hitting the ball in the air a little bit more. He almost hit a homer the other day. He got his first barrel in 2 years the other day. Like, he's seeing the ball well. And as you know, he does put the ball in play, so it's a lot. So even if it is just a slap single to the right side that barely gets past the second baseman, that's a hit. But I'm going to take the over on total base prop at 1.5. I got it at, or no, it's hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5. I got it at plus 105. I just feel like that's good value for a guy that who's hitting well right now. And when he does get on base, a lot of times he does find himself scoring because he's hitting 9th normally in the lineup. That means you have the top of the order coming up. So when the Cubs offense, when that lineup flips over, you got your best hitters coming up. So I have a good feeling maybe he gets a hit and scores tonight. So,
all right, I guess I'll endorse Nick Madrigal.
As far as a home run prop, because I see James Orlando in the chat. You know how I love the revenge narrative.
I feel like we should. I don't know if you. I feel like we should do this though, because I just saw our guy Bennett Carroll, who sometimes hangs out with us. He hit a same game of Shohei and Luis Robert to hit homers in the same game, and that happened yesterday. So I feel like if you have a strong homer play in your game and I have a strong homer play, I feel like we should parlay these two together.
Okay. Well, okay. Kyle Schwarber has 2 home runs against Jameson Taillon in his career, and Jameson Taillon's been giving up a lot of homers this year, and Kyle Schwarber, year in and year out, just mashes in June. Like, he didn't do much in the last series against the Mets, but he's been doing pretty well here in June. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 homers here in June. He's hitting 180, so it's the batting average ain't great, but as we know, the guy can go deep at any time, and I think this is a good matchup for him going up against a guy who has given up a lot of homers this year. So,
well, we do have the all sweat or the no sweat same game parlay X, so I think I'm going to do that. You sold me on Schwarber immediately. Homer for Schwarber, let's go. Yeah. But I have a question then. Can we see Cody's hit parlay? You said righties have smashed Ranger Suarez, right?
Yeah. Or they perform better against Ranger Suarez than lefties. Yes.
All right. So in your hit parlay, you got Seiya. Okay, Seiya. Do you feel the strongest about Seiya?
Yeah, just because for his career, he's hit lefties way significantly better than he has righties. And that goes back to last year. So, and then this year, he's hit lefties pretty well in general. So I know he's kind of in a slump right now, but coming home after this trip to London, I think he can get a hit tonight against a guy that he does have 2 hits against in his career and 4 at bats, if you want to
Oh, I
like
that.
Probably the last game. He went 2 for 4 against him in the last game they played against him. So
all right. Okay, Cody. I like that. So we're gonna take a quick break. Lawrence, you could put yourself on screen. Yeah, I know where the graphics button are. Did you see me do my weather report?
Like, I know you're also like, when you're doing it, you're forgetting to put this beautiful logo of your two dumb heads up back when you take the full screen off.
Oh, I didn't.
And your little New York thing, I would have put it on a background if I had done it. And you just popped it was. I saw half your.
It was from Chicago. It was from Chicago. I'm sorry. I wanted to get it in before we stop talking about the Cubs, which is now. I'm sorry.
Talk about some balls.
Ask for forgiveness later. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some balls. I have a question. What's more American than a bald eagle? The 4th of July. It's almost here. And that means a couple of things: barbecues, pool parties, and last but not least, glizzies. Cody loves those famous Wrigley dogs. And it's just so happens that the sponsor of today's show, Manscaped, are making sure that all of the glizzy gladiators across the nation are groomed for battle on America's birthday. From sea to shining sea, join over 8 million Pew Patriots worldwide who trust Manscaped with the exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with our code CHGO at manscaped.com. And, talk about an American dream right there. 20% off, free shipping worldwide, code CHGO at manscaped.com. It's the right way to start with America's favorite, the Performance Package 4.0. And inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, their Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, their Crop Preserver ball deodorant, their Crop Reviver toner, their Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all of your goodies. The Lawnmower 4.0, you can call yourself an American without a lawnmower. Their generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and has a 400K LED spotlight you need for a more precise shave. That is my favorite part about the 4.0. You can take it into the shower, and it does have that flashlight that makes everything just very easy to line up. So take your freedom bells to the next level by going to manscaped.com and get 20% off with free shipping with our discount code CHGO. Get your independence back this Independence Day and unlock your confidence with Manscaped. All right. That's always a trip. Let's talk about the White Sox.
Yeah.
So did you see how they lost that game last night?
I did not. I'm sorry. But I did see that it was like a walk-off wild pitch, right? Something like that.
It was a walk-off wild pitch. Yeah. Lawrence, what'd you make of that?
I know all about that kind of pain.
My irrational hatred of Aaron Bummer caused me to lose money on a very ridiculous live bet. I decided that every time I watch him come in and pitch, he always throws a first pitch ball all the time. Like, he can never find the plate. He sucks. So what did I do when they went to him in the bullpen? Shohei Ohtani first pitch ball plus 125.
Amen.
And of course, I did a bonus bet on it, and I just threw another $5 on it. And so of course, Shohei swings at a pitch that nearly hits him, and it's 0-1. And I'm 0 for 2 on the bet. And then, of course, he ends up blowing it and walking him and everything else. So,
and I think the next 2 pitches were balls too.
Yeah. Oh, he's terrible. He can't throw. He can't find the plate. He's awful.
Hey, and you believed in him to be awful, and he let you down.
And I just, in my head before I threw it, I was like, Shohei, just don't chase.
Here he was chasing. What the hell was that? Mercy. All right, Lawrence is dead. So yeah, Shohei Ohtani versus Michael Kopech. I'm trying to put together a same game parlay with Cody's Kyle Schwarber pick. I feel like I want to include Kopech's walks because that just seems like the easiest thing in the world to do. I feel like he is going to walk some of these guys. However, even though Mike Trout did struggle against the fastball last night, I think he's going to see so many that for him to get a hit at minus 170 is actually a steal, if we're being honest. Then on the Sox side, I don't know if I can pick a home run guy confidently because I mean, Kopech does give up a decent amount of homers, and then obviously the bullpen for the White Sox exists. But none of these guys have had success against Shohei Ohtani, like even near to remote success. So I feel like that's going to be a real difficult pick to say someone's going to go hit Shohei Ohtani off the White Sox. I have no idea. So maybe I'm just going to take the Angels to win at -195. No, I'm not. We're figuring it out, Cody. I do have some other plays, though. My favorite play of the day is the Pirates +160. Yu Darvish versus Rich Hill. I just feel like that's going to be somebody that the Padres overlook, just because, Rich Hill is bad, quote unquote, but he's crafty, and I feel like that's going to get people out. My one concern is just Fernando Tatis and Xander Bogaerts having that short left field in Pittsburgh, but at +160, the Pirates hit right-handers decently, so I'll take that with them going up against Darvish. I don't know where to take the same game parlay, Cody. I feel like I'm letting the people down. I feel like I'm letting Jordo and James down. James went 3 for 6 on his home run parlay yesterday.
Just take Ohtani. He hit an unreal homer. He's hit a homer in like 2 straight days, hasn't he?
Yeah, I could just take Ohtani. You're right. We could just play it simple. No one has like eye-popping shots.
Yeah,
Kopech's all right. He throws so many fastballs, which is just, do you know what?
I would go with him or Trout.
Because he's 8 plate appearances, 6 at bats. He's 0 for 6, 3 Ks. You would have gone for Trout. What'd you say?
I said I would go with him or Trout, based off what you said about the fastball and Trout.
My one worry is just that they were diagnosing. Because Gordon Beckham was on the broadcast. They're diagnosing Trout last night, and they were talking about his front hip. So I don't know if he's just in tune with his body right now. So that's what's taking me away from Trout homer.
Okay.
Again, this game's not until 9, so we can just honestly, Lawrence, what time do we have to be off here? Oh, this is a 20-minute show.
No, let's be on until 9 o'clock tonight.
9 o'clock, right? That's sure. That makes the most sense to me.
Let's just sit here all day and chat.
Okay, all right. I could
a couple more Manscaped reads.
Okay, I could do the female one, the female ad read, and we could see, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go, Ohtani. Why not? Okay, let's just do it, and then that stupid account can tweet Shohei Ohtani hits another home run off of his future team. Anyways, that's going to do it. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Wait, we didn't even actually give out the pick because Ohtani has not done well against Kopech, but maybe that changes. Yeah, +350. That's fun. Why not? Hold on. I was not building it in the same
+260. It's not even fun. So yeah, I'm definitely going to play this. Yeah.
Straight up?
+260 to hit a homer against Tyone.
It's +245 on the same game parlay thing, I think.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm gonna actually switch it up. I'm so sorry. Hunter Renfroe. He looks like Mike Trout, but he's not. Actually, I'm so sorry. It's Taylor Ward. That's who we're actually going with. I saw that name. So here are the parlay.
All right.
Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run in the Phillies-Cubs game. Seiya Suzuki to get a hit. And that was going off your hit parlay. And your picks there. And then in the White Sox game, Trout to get a hit and Taylor Ward to hit a home run. The Cubs one's at +400. The Sox-Angels one's at +800. The 2-pick parlay, which is no sweat, thanks to DraftKings Sportsbook, and I'm going to put $2.20 on, is at +44 to 1. 220 to win 99. Taylor Ward and Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run, and Mike Trout and Seiya Suzuki to get a hit.
All right. Well, I'm just going to do a traditional parlay of Schwarber and Taylor Ward since you changed it to Taylor Ward. So there you go, James Orlando. It comes out to +1970. $4 wins you 82. Yeah.
We are going to buy crab dinner if this happens.
Take me to Chicago cut.
Thank you to Lawrence Benedetto. Thank you. I don't even have to ask anymore. Amen. And thank you to Jordo and James Orlando for hanging out with us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Cody_CHGO and at Sean_W_Anderson. Follow the bets account at CHGO_bets. And we'll be with you tomorrow. Tomorrow sounds right. Be with you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for more MLB bets. Let's go.
All right.